So today we'll be discussing how to join a computer to a domain. So we already confirmed that this computer is the DNS. Let us see how we can join a computer to a domain. I'm having Windows 7 here. This is my Windows 7 computer. Okay, this is my Windows 7 computer. So we'll be joining it to a domain, to this very domain. So the first thing that you must do to join this computer to a domain is to see your IP address configuration. Okay, this is Windows 11. Okay, different from Windows as this Windows server is a client operating system, while this one is a server operating system. So, of course, there is difference between client and server. That means look at the IP address configuration. So I will click inside here this search, just type view, then click on look for view network connection. It will take you to where you can display all those that look like computer. Okay, these are icon interface. Then right click on it, click on properties, then select, as I said before, if I uncheck this, this will become disabled. So I have to select it, then properties. So I have already assigned the IP address to it. My server is what? My server is 12. That is 192.168.0.12. That is my server. Okay. But this client, this Windows 11, okay, I'm giving in 30. You can see they are in the same range, they are in the same network, having a 192.168.0. All of them must have this. Any computer that want to join this server must start with 192.168.0. It's a must. Okay, it's a must. Then the DNS of that server, which is this. Okay. Let us see. First of all, let me use the wrong DNS. 10. Let me put 10 here. So click OK. Let's see what will happen. Okay. Let me try to join this computer to a domain. Let me click here. Just this very one. That is it's called the file folder. Just click on file folder. Look for this computer. Then right click on it. Then properties. Where do I go from here? Look for a domain or group. Then change. Then I want to join this computer to a domain. I can easily name this one directly. Let me call it a client. Okay. Client. Or let me even call it a HRO. HROPC. HROPC. Variable, use capital letter. HROPC. HROPC. Then domain. The domain. Okay, the domain is what? Is we call it amoeba. Okay. .com. Okay. What happened? Is it hanging? See what happened? Let's give it a time moment. Why is it freezing? Okay. Remember, let's give it a time. Know why it's freezing. Should I restart the computer? Why is it freezing? Okay, let me try to restart the system. I think this has it's frozen. Power it up. And power it again. This is my Windows 11. Okay, so as you can see, this is the the domain name, the name of the domain, and if you notice, I used a wrong DNS. Let me see if I can join the domain. Click OK. You can see it's rolling. Try to search for a domain controller through the DNS. Without DNS, you cannot join a domain. That is, if you have a wrong DNS configured on your computer, you cannot join your domain. You can see, okay, an active directory domain controller. This for the domain amoeba could not be what? Could not be contacted. Meaning, the only way to contact this domain server is to use the correct DNS. It is DNS that will enable the resolution to resolve the IP address into a name. So I click OK. So I need to go back to my IP address. Tap view. Then right click here, properties. Then of course, so let me use the right DNS, which is 12. Okay, okay. So we are done with that. Let me try again. Let me just click OK now. Let me just try again. Try to join this client, this Windows 11 to a domain so that this domain computer, this very domain, this is my domain computer here, this one. So this computer should be able to control it. I'm sorry, domain should be able to control this computer. Click on this. Let's see. Whoa la la. So you can see I'm having a pop-up menu. Okay. So let me dismiss this. Then my username is administrator, admin. This is a global administrator. Very, very important that you keep this password. So whoever that has access to this information can take control over your entire enterprise process. Click OK. So what happened? You can see welcome to the amoeba, okay, .com domain. I say okay, fine. So he must restart, which means I must restart this computer. What is it? Okay, okay, okay. Restart. So it will restart this computer. Let us say if this computer actually joined a domain. Okay, we're here. So this my, if I log on direct, RCT at 123. Okay, this is my local computer. Okay, this is my local computer. Okay, so logging on direct like this. I've not logged on through the domain. Okay, let's see. Try to log in. Okay, this is my local login. Okay, so let me just log out. Let me log out. Oh, let me just switch. You can actually switch. You can switch your users. So others, okay, you can see immediately I click others, it pop me the amoeba, the domain name. So let me log on with administrator. Administrator. Then what is the password? It's RCT at 123. This was the username we created that time. That's how you must keep. It's very, very important. That was my last video. If you not watch it, I will recommend you watch that video so that you're able to understand. Then click. Or is it wrong password? Administrator. Administrator. RCT at 123. Why? Okay, let me try this. Probably sometimes if you're having issue like this, you can type the domain name first. Amoeba. Okay, then dash like this. Then ICT at 123. So when you have issue, maybe DNS somehow find difficult to resolve it, you can go through that process. I hope it's all is well to log in. with the username. Voila, yes, it has logged in. I see what I did. I tried to type administrator direct. It did not understand. So I had to append the amoeba first. Amoeba, then the backward slash administrator. Then enter the password. If you're a junior administrator, these are issues you might face. After joining the computer, then you have to log in direct with the username, or user is complaining, I cannot log on to my system. Then you should know what to do. Sometimes if we just log in direct, we just go without any issue. So these are things you have at the back of your mind when when you are doing the IT support, or you are carrying out a IT support work in any organization. It makes you efficient. So now we are logging as what? As a username that does not have permission. Okay? So we'll continue from here. Thank you for listening.